You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after them because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him. Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
To throw on second is Watson. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left.
Let's go!
A final shot before the break. Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. All right, you ready to go on a tangent with me here real quick?
Let's go.
We were discussing off air. The top 5 picks in the 2016 draft. Boy, those guys are having good seasons, aren't they?
They really nailed that one, didn't they? And you go right to the top because Jared Goff, many people wanted to call bust last year. Oh, no, not at all. The Rams are 6-2. He's playing awfully well as their quarterback. Carson Wentz continues to ascend in Philadelphia. Joey Bosa, not many people blocking him out there in L.A., that's for sure. Zeke's still the premier running back in the league. And Jalen Ramsey is a shutdown corner playing with a lot of aggressiveness. But I think it's also a deep draft. Jordan Howard was a 5th-round pick, right? Dak Prescott, a 4th-round pick, right? I mean, we're talking about guys who can flat-out play. And don't forget Tyreek Hill from Kansas City, Mr. Long Distance himself.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good, too. Ertz over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Covington in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. Then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And down he'll go at the 25. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remaining now on second down.
Here we go.
Now it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He finds an opening past the 40. Give him 17 on a pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Or has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Back now at the home of Super Bowl 51, NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Let's go.
Watson looks to throw again. He can't get him down. He's going to fire one deep over them. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. To throw is Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And this will be a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's Foles. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Foles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right. But in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A first down screen pass, good for 5. On second down, here's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To the air yet again. Watson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes or their athletic ability.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Foles. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. And I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's looking at his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. The Texans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Houston first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A second shoot. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Here's Watson. Busts through the tackle, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect